Welcome to the Goalbusters Expert Peak Productivity Tips podcast, where top business experts get just 7 minutes to answer 5 rapid-fire questions about what they do and how they stay productive. Each episode is packed with actionable insights to help boost your efficiency and achieve your goals. Let's dive in and unlock the secrets to peak performance. Well, hello everyone. I'm Robin J. Emden, creator of the Get Resultsology system and an accountability coach. I help people harness productivity to achieve meaningful results, increase income, grow their business, and create success that resonates with their authentic selves. I'm absolutely thrilled today to announce that my guest is Andrew Mellen. Andrew is a best-selling author of Unstuff Your Life, Calling BS on Busy, and the most organized man in America's Guide to Moving. He's helped over 500,000 people and businesses simplify their lives, saving time and money in the process. Andrew's been featured in major outlets like TEDx, the New York Times, and Oprah, and he's spoken internationally on productivity. His clients include companies like American Express and Goldman Sachs, and he's also a mindfulness expert and was a faculty member at the New York Open Center. Andrew, welcome.
Thanks, Robin. It's great to be with you and everybody.
I'm genuinely pleased that you've come on today. Andrew, whereabouts in the world are you? Is it New York, or is that just coincidence that you were involved with that?
Oh, no, I was based in New York for many years. I'm right now in San Diego, California.
Oh, yeah. Oh, beautiful. I've been to San Diego. I can see the view from your window back there. So I'm in Torquay in not sunny South Devon, but I have very happy memories of a very brief visit to San Diego. Gosh,
well, you should
24, 25 years ago. It was a long time ago, but it is a lovely part of the world. Okay, so shall we crack on with the questions? We've got 7 minutes to do.
Yes, sir.
5 questions. I know you've had advance notice of the questions, and so let's crack on.
Yes.
So first, let's talk about what you do, Andrew. I'll start the clock, and it'll happen any minute now. There it goes. Andrew, who is your ideal client, please?
So I have both a B2B and a B2C business. On the B2B side, as you've mentioned, corporate clients are American Express, Genentech, Goldman Sachs, the New York Mets baseball team, the Metropolitan Museum of Art. I tend to work a lot in finance, healthcare, insurance, typically places where they already get the concept of time equals money. So they're already looking for ways to improve productivity and efficiency because they're in that they get that connection. On the B2C side, I typically work, my audience is primarily female, although it's not exclusively female. And I work with a lot of busy women primarily, who are sometimes the breadwinners, but often work outside of the home and are juggling domestic activities, maintaining a household, often managing children, and at the same time working. So they're juggling multiple demands on their time and attention and feeling often like they're failing, as if they should be able to figure out how to get 28 hours worth of activity into a 24-hour day, which is just faulty math. So I help them to break apart those stories that are keeping them stuck.
That's brilliant. Thank you. And of course, the second question is obviously a faulty question, because you clearly don't just solve one problem. Andrew, could you give us an idea of some of the problems that you solve then? You've given some indication already. But
Sure. It's time and space. It's time and stuff. So whether it's clutter and you're dealing with too much physical clutter, obstacles between you and what you're trying to accomplish and live a peaceful, serene, productive, engaged life, and you are struggling with too much to do and not enough time to do it in. Fundamentally, those are the 2 problems that I'm solving.
Excellent. Brilliant. And so what is one valuable free action that our audience can implement that will help them solve any of those problems?
Stop talking in narrative terms when you are defining goals for yourself. So from this point forward, never say, I'm going to work on something until it's finished. Simply quantify it and say, I'm going to work on it for X amount of time, and then set your timer. Failure breeds failure, success breeds success. If in the past you tried to do something, you said, I'm going to work on this until I'm finished, and you didn't finish, the next time you attempt it, you're already feeling beat up. If instead you say, I'm going to work on this for 15 minutes, and you work uninterrupted for 15 minutes, you did what you said you were going to do. That will build momentum and confidence in your ability to meet your goals and deadlines.
Oh, that gives me chills. I might have to steal that from you. That's actually really, really excellent.
Freely shared.
Yes. No, but it's really a very good point. And I love the eloquent way that you described it. Thank you. So now we know a little bit more about what you do. Let's talk about goal busting. And what I mean by that is, how do you make the best use of productive time to achieve your own business goals? So how can you share any tips or advice for someone looking to improve their productivity habits? I mean, you've just given us a corker.
Sure.
So I'm being a bit greedy here. Can you give us another one?
No, of course. Yeah, happy to. So I use my own form of time blocking, meaning that I make appointments with myself, and I work very hard to keep those appointments, even though they are appointments with myself, and I could let myself off the hook. Another thing that I remind myself all the time is that winners do what they have to do. Everyone else does what they want to do, which doesn't mean you're becoming a martyr or a victim, but it means that you remind yourself. I remind myself all the time, if I want to win, whatever that means to me, I'm not competing with anyone other than myself. But if I want to win today, if I want to achieve the things that I want to achieve, I have to do what's required of me to do that, rather than defaulting to, oh, that makes me a little uncomfortable, or I'm not quite I have some reservations, et cetera, et cetera. All of the story is going to slow me down from doing the things and getting the results that I want. And I stay focused on that rather than interstitial discomfort. Because within 24 hours, whatever was making me uncomfortable today, I will have forgotten. There will be new things that will make me uncomfortable tomorrow. So rather than focusing on how I feel in the moment, I'm really focusing on what I'm getting done. Now, again, that doesn't mean that I trip myself up and beat up on myself or do things that are dangerous or deplete my energy beyond something that's, that's recoverable. So one remains mindful of how one is being intentional with what you're doing during the day.
That's brilliant. There's a lot to unpack in there as well. That's a great deal to think about. And also, I mean, I forget things all the time. You're quite right. Why would you remember what you didn't do yesterday, or tomorrow's another day? So
exactly.
That's perfect. Thank you. So this is actually one of my favorite questions, because this is where I'm really handing the reins to you. When I ask, what should I have asked you today that I didn't? And of course, your answer, please.
I don't know that there's a question that you didn't ask me. I think the organizational triangle is how people get and stay organized. One home for everything, like with like. That's how we get organized. Something in, something out is how we stay organized. So we don't need to get bogged down in a lot of rules, a lot of dogma. I resist dogma and authority. And so I've come up with a system that I think is super simple. One home for everything, everything has one home, only one home. Where you keep your keys can be different from where I keep my keys. Your keys have a home, my keys have a home. They can only ever be one of two places: in your hand unlocking something, or in their home. Like with like means all like objects live together, not some of them. So instead of keeping most of the tools in the toolbox, but the Phillips head screwdriver in the junk drawer, we keep all the tools together. With one home for everything and like with like, you will be organized and find anything you're looking for in 30 seconds or less. Once you are organized, when something new comes in, something old leaves. That's how you maintain the order. It's so much simpler than many people make it when they think about getting organized and staying organized.
Wow, thank you. And look at that. We've done it with 14 seconds or 15 seconds to sweat before I start speaking. Yeah. Excellent, excellent. And I actually feel like that was a masterclass, Andrew. Thank you so much. I'm really looking, one of the great pleasures I have with these things, I'll stop the clock because it has finished. One of the great pleasures I have when they're doing these recordings is I have to go through them and transcribe them. And I'm really looking forward to doing this one because there's so much to unpack. And I really recommend that our listeners and viewers rewind it, because, I mean, they're amazing. We did all that. You did all that in 7 minutes. I didn't do anything. You did all that in 7 minutes.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I feel like I know I haven't, but I feel like I've just read a book. It was just marvelous, amazing. So, Andrew, can you tell us, please, how can our listeners and viewers reach you? And also, I always like to suggest, is there something that they can get from you, like something useful, a tool or something that you can offer them?
Yeah, totally. So you can find me on the web at andrewmellen.com. Mellen is spelled MELLEN.com. So that's a great place to start. And for all of your listeners, we've got some delightful free things at bsonbusy.com. So BS like in BS onbusy.com. You'll find a Time Thieves action guide there. You'll find some free screensavers that will hopefully prompt you to put down your phone more frequently and not get sucked down the rabbit hole of social media, and hopefully increase your productivity.
That's wonderful. I'll give anything to put down my phone permanently. I hate the damn thing.
I'm with you.
Such a time waster. My little TW, my little time waster.
Yes.
They're quite a big time waster. Oh, that's brilliant. And of course, I will be putting those links for underneath the YouTube, underneath the podcast, in all the descriptions of this, so people should be able to find them in a clickable way as well on most of the formats. Awesome. Andrew, it's been awesome. I genuinely was very pleased to have you on today, and I'm even more excited that we've done this. I really feel like I genuinely feel like it was a masterclass or a mini masterclass.
Yay. It's the best.
It's the best. Andrew, thank you so much. Thank you. And
bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks for tuning in to Goalbusters. If you're enjoying it, please subscribe, rate, and review it on your favorite podcast platform. Your support is very much appreciated. And if you're ready to boost your online profits, skyrocket your productivity, crush procrastination, and see a positive change in your bank balance, all within just 30 days, this is your opportunity. Take my free 5-day challenge at www.skyrocketyourproductivitychallenge.com.